Greetings. Today we begin a series of messages entitled The Rock of Ages. The Rock of Ages. We're going back to the book of 1 Peter chapter 2, and we'll read verses 4 through 8. But as we begin, we're going to begin at verse 1 and read verses 1 through 8 as we preface this series of messages. Wherefore, laying aside all malice and all guile and hypocrisies and envies and all evil speakings, as newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word that you may grow thereby. If so be you have tasted that the Lord is gracious, to whom coming as unto a living stone, disallowed indeed of men, but chosen of God and precious, ye also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house and holy priesthood, to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable by Jesus Christ. Wherefore also it is contained in the Scriptures, Behold, I lay in Zion a chief cornerstone, elect, precious, and he that believeth on him shall not be confounded. Unto you therefore which believe, he is precious. But unto them which be disobedient, the stone which the builders disallowed, the same is made the head of the corner, and a stone of stumbling, and a rock of offense, even to them which stumble at the word, being disobedient, whereunto also they were appointed. Now, we've used this passage of Scripture already in the archives to study the spiritual sacrifices of the believer priest. But another great theme here is presented to us simply entitled The Rock of Ages. Now, this Rock of Ages is a favorite theme of many of our hymns. Rock of Ages, written by the circuit riding preacher August M. Toplady, says, Rock of Ages, cleft for me, let me hide myself in thee. Let the water and the blood from thy wounded side which flowed be of sin the double cure. Save from wrath and make me pure. Could my tears forever flow? Could my zeal no languor know? These for sin could not atone. Thou must save, and thou alone. In my hand no price I bring, simply to thy cross I cling. While I draw this fleeting breath, when my eyes shall close in death, when I rise to worlds unknown and behold thee on thy throne. Rock of Ages, cleft for me, let me hide myself in thee. Time would fail today to quote the words of Hide Thou Me from Lee R. Tolbert, or How Firm a Foundation by George Keith, or The Solid Rock by Edward Mote, or The Rock That Is Higher Than I by E. Johnson. So we begin a series of messages on the Rock of Ages. They'll be built upon four major themes. Upon this rock, God's eternal plan. Upon this rock, believers are established. Upon this rock, unbelievers stumble. And this rock upon men, God's judgment.